Question. A safe speed to drive your car? Option number 1 is the posted speed limit. Option number 2 is less than the posted speed limit. Option number 3 depends on the weather and road conditions. Option number 4 depends on the mechanical skill of the driver. The answer is option number 3. Depends on the weather and road conditions. Note: safe speed limit on any road can be lower than the legal speed limit on that road. For example, the legal limit on a slippery or fogged-in expressway might be 55 miles per hour, 88 km per hour. But the safe speed to drive would be much lower. A police officer could ticket you for a speed not reasonable for the conditions. Question. One of the rules of defensive driving is option number 1. Look straight ahead as you drive. Option number 2. Stay alert and keep your eyes moving. Option number 3. Expect that other drivers will make up for your errors. Option number 4. Be confident that you can avoid danger at the last minute. The answer is option number 2. Stay alert and keep your eyes moving. Note: traffic conditions change continuously. Always stay alert, scan the road ahead. Keep your eyes moving, notice what is happening at the sides of the road, and check behind you through your mirrors every few seconds. Anticipate errors by other drivers, bicyclists, and pedestrians. Do not assume that other drivers shall comply all the road signs. It is better to assume the other driver will not comply the road signs. Question. Aggressive driving can become road rage. What should you do when confronted by an aggressive driver? Option number 1. Speed up to pass the driver as quickly as possible. Option number 2. Be prepared to yield the right of way. Option number 3. Drink alcohol to calm yourself down. Option number 4. Make eye contact with the driver. The answer is option number 2. Be prepared to yield the right of way. Note: when an aggressive driver confronts you, do not make eye contact. Remain calm and relaxed. Try to move away safely. Do not challenge an aggressive driver with increased speed or try to hold your position in your travel lane. Question. On long trips you can prevent drowsiness by option number 1. Turning on your car radio. Option number 2. Slowing down so you can react better. Option number 3. Stopping at regular intervals for a rest. Option number 4. Moving your eyes from side to side as you drive. The answer is option number 3. Stopping at regular intervals for a rest. Note: while driving, if you feel drowsiness, then find a safe place to stop away from traffic for a break and take a brief nap, 15 to 45 minutes. Drink coffee or another source of caffeine to promote short-term alertness if needed. Question. Signs that one lane closed ahead may indicate a work zone ahead. You should option number 1. Merge your vehicle into the correct lane when it is safe. Option number 2. Drive to the end of the closed lane before attempting to merge. Option number 3. Understand that this sign is merely a suggestion and continue in the lane. Option number 4. Speed up to merge as quickly as possible. The answer is option number 1. Merge your vehicle into the correct lane when it is safe. Note: as you enter a work zone, flashing signs or signs with arrows or signs that one lane close ahead mean you should merge your vehicle into the correct lane when it is safe. Question. What is true of work zones? Option number 1. They are always stationary and therefore easily avoided. Option number 2. They are only dangerous at night. Option number 3. Speeding fines are tripled when workers are present. Option number 4. Rear-end collisions are the most common type of crash in work zones. The answer is option number 4. Rear end collisions are the most common type of crash in work zones. Note: the rear end collision is the most common crash in a work zone. To avoid being involved in one, it helps to keep a braking distance of 2 seconds or more between you and the vehicle in front of you. Question: on a New York State highway where there is no posted speed limit, the fastest you may legally drive is option number 1, 50 miles per hour. Option number 2, 55 miles per hour. Option number 3, 60 miles per hour. Option number 4, 65 miles per hour. The answer is option number 2, 55 miles per hour. Note: on a New York State highway, if no limit is posted, drive no more than 55 miles per hour. Question: which of the following is always true about road rage? Option number 1, there is nothing a driver can do to prevent road rage. Option number 2, you must hold your position in your travel lane. Option number 3, only violent people experience road rage. Option number 4, you should remain polite to aggressive drivers. The answer is option number 4. You should remain polite to aggressive drivers. Note: to prevent a road rage with an aggressive driver if confronted, do not make eye contact. Remain calm, polite and relaxed. Try to move away safely. Do not challenge an aggressive driver with increased speed or try to hold your position in your travel lane. Question: minimum speed signs are designed to option number 1, keep traffic flowing smoothly. Option number 2, show current local road conditions. Option number 3, test future traffic signal needs. Option number 4, assure pedestrian safety. The answer is option number 1, keep traffic flowing smoothly. Note: to keep a smooth traffic flow, some highways also have minimum speed limits. If you drive slower than the minimum speed, you can halt the traffic flow and create a dangerous condition. Question: seatbelts can be most effective as injury preventive devices when they are worn by option number 1, the person driving the car. Option number 2, passengers when they are on a long drive. Option number 3, all occupants of a car being driven on an expressway. Option number 4, passengers and the driver when they are in the car. The answer is option number 4, passengers and the driver when they are in the car. Question: driving in a state of rage can option number 1, affect your ability to reason and make decisions. Option number 2, increase the chance of being involved in a traffic accident. Option number 3, lead to a revoked or suspended license. Option number 4, all of these choices. The answer is option number 4, all of these choices. Note: aggressive driving and road rage can lead to revoked or suspended driver license, loss of employment, and legal problems. Question: which of the following may describe a work zone sign? Option number 1, a white rectangle with black letters. Option number 2, an orange diamond with black letters. Option number 3, a green rectangle with white letters. Option number 4, a yellow circle with black letters. The answer is option number 2, an orange diamond with black letters. Question: should you always look straight ahead when you drive? Option number 1, yes, look straight ahead and stay alert. Option number 2, no, keep your eyes moving and stay alert. Option number 3, no, look straight ahead and check behind through your mirrors every few seconds. Option number 4, no, keep your eyes moving, stay alert and check behind you through your mirrors every few seconds. The answer is option number 4. No, keep your eyes moving, stay alert, and check behind you through your mirrors every few seconds. Question: if there is no posted speed limit, what is the fastest you can legally drive in New York City? Option number 1, 20 miles per hour. Option number 2, 25 miles per hour. Option number 3, 50 miles per hour. Option number 4, 55 miles per hour. The answer is option number 2, 25 miles per hour. Question: is it always safe to drive at the assigned speed limit? Option number 1, it is safest to drive at posted speed limit. Option number 2, it is safest to drive at posted speed limit or at a slower speed. Option number 3, if traffic allows, you can legally drive at the assigned speed limit. Option number 4, depends on the weather and road conditions. The answer is option number 4, depends on the weather and road conditions. Note: safe speed limit on any road can be lower than the legal speed limit on that road. For example, the legal limit on a slippery or fogged-in expressway might be 55 miles per hour, but the safe speed to drive would be much lower. A police officer could ticket you for a speed not reasonable for the conditions. Question: which child requires a child safety restraint system? Option number 1, a child weighing 40 pounds who is 4 feet 10 inches tall. Option number 2, a child weighing 80 pounds who is 4 feet 7 inches tall. Option number 3, a child weighing 100 pounds who is 4 feet 9 inches tall. Option number 4, a child weighing 120 pounds who is 4 feet 8 inches tall. The answer is option number 2, a child weighing 80 pounds who is 4 feet 7 inches tall. Note: a child more than 4 feet 9 inches in height or weighing more than 100 pounds is allowed to use a seat belt that has both a lap belt and a shoulder harness. A child of age 4 weighs more than 40 pounds, 5, 6 or 7 years must use a booster seat with lap and shoulder belt or a child safety restraint system. If under age 4, must use a NYS approved child safety seat that is attached to a vehicle by a safety belt or universal anchorage system. Question: no person shall operate or park a vehicle on public highways unless it has been inspected at least. Option number 1, once in every year. Option number 2, once in every 3 years. Option number 3, once in every 5 years. Option number 4, whenever your car breaks down. The answer is option number 1, once in every year. Note: it is the operator's responsibility to ensure that the vehicle being driven is safe and has been inspected as per schedule. Question: which of the statement is not true? Option number 1, when driving, do not use cell phones or text. Option number 2, one can eat while driving. Option number 3, children should be properly and safely restrained. Option number 4, properly secure pets in a pet carrier or portable kennel. The answer is option number 2, one can eat while driving. Note: driving while eating can distract the driver. A distraction is anything that takes your attention away from driving. You must pay attention to the driving task. You are responsible for operating your vehicle in a safe manner. Question: following closely behind another vehicle, tailgating. Option number 1, increase the fuel efficiency. Option number 2, is a common cause of rear end collisions. Option number 3, helps keep traffic moving. Option number 4, all of the above. The answer is option number 2, is a common cause of rear end collisions. Note: tailgating means driving too closely behind another vehicle. Tailgating should be avoided. Question: The 2-second rule applies to the space dash of your vehicle. Option number 1, in back. Option number 2, ahead. Option number 3, to the sides. Option number 4, all of the above. The answer is option number 2, ahead. Note: to avoid tailgating and for a good space cushion, use the 2-second rule. The vehicle ahead of you passes a certain point and you should pass that point after 2 seconds. In bad weather and when following large trucks, increase the count to at least 3 or 4 seconds for additional space. Question: which of the following will help you to avoid being hit from behind? Option number 1, merge into another lane. Option number 2, decreasing your following distance. Option number 3, changing lanes frequently. Option number 4, drive slower than the posted speed limit. The answer is option number 1, merge into another lane. Note: if a driver follows you too closely, tailgates, move to another lane if possible, or reduce speed and pull off the road to let the driver pass by. Question: you should sit with at least dash between the center of your chest and the cover of the airbag. Option number 1, 5 inches. Option number 2, 10 inches. Option number 3, 15 inches. Option number 4, 20 inches. The answer is option number 2, 10 inches. Note: the pressure of an airbag as it opens could injure those who sit too close to it. You should sit with at least 10 inches between the center of your chest and the cover of the airbag. Question: what must you do when exiting a large roundabout? Option number 1, signal to the left. Option number 2, signal to the right. Option number 3, exit in the left lane. Option number 4, accelerate 15 inches. The answer is option number 2, signal to the right. Note: while inside the roundabout, remain in your lane until you are ready to exit. Use your right turn signal to let the other users know your intention to move from the inside path to the outside path, or if you are in the position to exit now. Start to signal at the exit before the one you want to take. Question: if your cell phone rings while you are driving and you do not have a hands-free device, you should: option number 1, answer the call because it may be an emergency. Option number 2, let the call go to voicemail. Option number 3, check the incoming number before answering the call. Option number 4, can answer the call only for 1 minute. The answer is option number 2, let the call go to voicemail. Note: answering calls without a hands-free device while driving is illegal and may result in a fine up to $200 for first offense. A second offense, both committed within 18 months, is a fine up to $250. A third or subsequent offense, all committed within 18 months, is a fine up to $450. Question: every passenger under age dash must use a safety restraint. Option number 1, 12. Option number 2, 14. Option number 3, 16. Option number 4, 18. The answer is option number 3, 16. Note: in the front seat, the driver and each passenger must be properly restrained, 1 person per belt. The driver and front seat passengers age 16 or older can each face a fine up to $50 if they fail to buckle up.